In a night filled with high-stakes battles and surprising twists, UFC 322 demonstrated once again why mixed martial arts continues to captivate fans around the world. But here's where it gets controversial. The outcomes not only shifted rankings, but also ignited debates about fighters' futures, legacies, and the very nature of competition. Islam Makhachev achieves historic double champion status by defeating Jack Della Maddalena. The evening's standout moment was Islam Makhachev's impressive performance, which catapulted him into the elite ranks of two-division UFC champions. Facing off against the talented Australian Jack Della Maddalena, Makhachev secured a commanding victory that made history. By defeating Maddalena, he became only the 11th fighter in UFC history to hold titles in two different weight classes. This historic feat was confirmed at Madison Square Garden in New York, where Makhachev showcased his exceptional grappling skills throughout a 5-round bout. The judges' unanimous decision all favored him with a perfect 50-45 score on each card, highlighting his dominance in the fight. Expressing his excitement afterward, Makhachev shared, "I feel incredible. I try to keep my emotions in check, but I am overwhelmed with happiness." He praised Maddalena, calling him one of the best in the sport, and explained that their rigorous training camp was a key factor in his convincing performance. Coached by MMA legend Khabib Nurmagomedov and undefeated since 2015, Makhachev now holds a record of 28 wins against just one loss. For Maddalena, this marked his first defeat since 2016, leaving him with an 18-3 record. Despite the loss, his impressive record and potential remain intact. Looking ahead, Makhachev expressed his readiness to face the sport's biggest stars, aiming to participate in UFC's White House event scheduled next summer. Valentina Shevchenko continues her reign by defending her flyweight title. In another highlight, Valentina Shevchenko proved why she is considered one of the sport's most dominant female fighters, facing Zhang Weili, a formidable challenger who recently moved up from strawweight. Shevchenko successfully defended her UFC flyweight belt in a commanding display of skill and control. The 37-year-old champion clearly outmatched Weili from China, winning unanimously with scores of 50-45 on all judges' scorecards. This victory also elevates Shevchenko to an impressive tie with Amanda Nunes for the most UFC women's title fight wins, 11 in total. Shevchenko, who still leads the women's pound-for-pound rankings, reflected on her performance. "It was an incredible fight. I wanted to dominate in every aspect and make it clear that this win was mine." Weili, who previously owned the strawweight title before vacating it in February to move up in weight class, suffered her first loss since November 2021. Her decision to challenge at a higher weight class marked a bold move, but it also means she faced her first defeat in nearly 2 years. Leon Edwards faces critical turning point after third consecutive loss. And this is the part most people miss: the tale of Leon Edwards. Once a rising star, Edwards' recent losing streak has raised serious questions about his future in MMA. The British fighter, looking to bounce back after his last victory in early 2023, was hoping to reignite his momentum by reclaiming the welterweight belt. However, on fight night, Edwards was dominantly controlling the first round, but in the second, his hopes were dashed when Carlos Prates delivered a perfect straight left hand, knocking him out cold. This defeat leaves Edwards with a total of 6 career losses, 3 of which have come within the past 15 months, a sign of turbulence in his trajectory. Prates, a Brazilian fighter now riding a wave of confidence with 23 wins, 18 via knockout, has firmly positioned himself as a serious contender for the UFC's welterweight title. Edwards' knockout loss marks a rare defeat for him and prompts many to question if he can recover from this setback. Overall, UFC 322 wasn't just a night of athletic displays, but a showcase of the shifting sands within MMA, where champions are tested, newcomers rise, and the debates about legacies continue to ignite passionate discussions. Do you agree with these outcomes, or do you think the results would have favored different fighters? Share your thoughts below. These battles are just the beginning of what promises to be an exciting journey in the UFC's ongoing story.